And it almost sounds like I'm way out in the woods, right? Yeah, I'm sure you can hear like the water running and all that. I'm not. I'm less than a half a mile probably on this creek. It's called Line Creek Park. It's in Peachtree City, Georgia. I mean, like literally. Let's see, right there. I don't know if you can see it. There's a building. It's kind of nice though. But the reason I'm out here is because I just felt like going out and shooting with the Canon EF camera I have. I've had it I got it like 2 years ago, right? I got it as like a decorative piece. I don't even know if I'm in focus right now. That looks pretty good. I got it about 2 years ago, I think, at a yard sale. I was just kind of like walking through and I saw it and I was like, hey, that looks kind of nice. Let me scoop that up. Never thought about shooting on film though. Like, never crossed my mind. I was like, that's too much work. But here lately, I was shooting on the Canon EF, and I also have a Mamiya 645 because I have a bunch of Mamiya 645 glass. And here lately, I've been shooting more on film. The Mamiya 645 is a medium format camera, and I definitely like that thing a lot. I'll see if I I'll put some pictures up now of that footage. I've only shot 3 rolls of black and white on it. I have shot color Ectar 100 film, but I haven't haven't processed that. So it'll be today actually that I do that. The chemicals in my C41 kit comes in today, so I'm really excited to do that. But I will say I've never considered myself a photographer, right? I've never been like, oh, I'm gonna go out and shoot, I'm a photographer, or I've never called myself a photographer. And ever since I started owning these film cameras, I've really enjoyed it. I've never, oh, I thought I saw something move. I've never been like, I'm gonna go out and shoot some photos today. Yo, my arm's getting tired. What is this? Woo. But I've never called myself a photographer. I've never been like, I want to go out and shoot some photos. I've always just like, okay, we're going out, we're gonna do something. I'll bring my camera and see what I can get. But ever since I've had these film cameras, I've been like, I want to go out and I want to go shoot something because I want to get photos. I want to get better. I want to get better, you know, exposing them. I want to get better at my composition. Composition's always the thing that I'm trying to get better at though. But these film cameras, they have brought out that do better part of me because I just like it. I don't know, and the process it's not that bad. It's like a healthy balance of tedious and time consuming. But I still like it. Black and white's been a lot easier also than color. I didn't know that. I'm sure people that know that are like, oh yeah, didn't know that, but I didn't. So there's that. But yeah, I've got 2 rolls of black and white for my Canon EF camera. I've got it set up right now with this big old Mamiya 210 millimeter f4, and then I also have a Super Takumar f1.4 50 millimeter. I haven't shot that much with that Super Takumar, even on my GH5 or my Blackmagic, because I have a Helios 442 58mm f2, and I really like that lens. So I've never been like, oh, let me find another one. And I can't even remember how I got that Super Takumar, or however you pronounce it. I don't remember how I got it. I just know I have it, and I adapted it. The only reason I'm using that one right now over the Helios is because that one this one indicates what f-stop it's at, so I kind of want to know I'm at like f4 or whatever. My Helios doesn't have that. It just has like a really smooth ring in the front that yeah, it just doesn't show my f-stop. But yeah, I'm gonna take some photos. I plan to shoot and upload this video today, so there's that. I also want to try and do a long exposure on this water with the Canon EF. So I've been here trying to mess around with the time-lapse. Not time-lapse. Trying to do a long exposure. I've never done that. Well, I have on my GH5, but it's easier. It's digital. You know, you got all those tools to do that. I know the GH5 is not a photography camera, so I know you guys will complain about it. But I just work with what I got. I mainly do video stuff anyway. But I was playing around with this, and what I did was I couldn't find a calculator on. Well, I didn't quickly find a calculator online. I didn't really want to play on my phone too much, so what I did was I used a GH5. I set my ISO to 400, f16. Try to match up the frame a little bit, like match the frame up a bit, and then put it to the same settings, you know, 4 seconds, 2 seconds, and 1 second, and then I adjusted my variable ND accordingly. I kind of just remembered where it was. I have no idea how it's going to come out until later today, so we'll see how that comes out. But yeah, keep shooting some more. I'm going to chill a little bit longer. I want to shoot these 2 rolls that I have. So this camera has, I think it has bad light seals, because I shot a couple of rolls of film with it, and towards the bottom of the frame, like right here, it would be like blue. It would come up like blue up around the sides, and then the top would be like yellow. And it wasn't all of the pictures, but a good bit of them were like that. And sometimes it would be a lot more drastic, or the effect would be more drastic than other times. And then so I got frustrated. I started looking online about like what could that be causing that, and light leaks was one of the common things. The other thing I thought of was potentially I was doing something wrong in the development stage, and I really hope I'm not. I try to follow it to the T, but I really hope I'm not doing that wrong in the development stage, because I've got that Mamiya colored, or I've got Ectar 100 from the Mamiya that I want to develop today. So I really hope I do that step right. I like the idea of like, you have to force yourself to only shoot this many photos, and you have to really think about what you're doing. And even after you've done all that, you've taken the time to, you know, get your exposure. You've taken the time to frame up your shot. You've taken your time to decide, like, am I actually going to take this photo? You still have to go home, process that photo, you know, chemical wise, and then you still gotta, or you still have to edit that photo. You know, you're not done. I don't know. It is. I don't know if it makes any sense, but I just like it, right? I like the work. So I know I've been rambling a lot today. I don't know. But I'll take some more photos. Probably walk to another spot I know around here. This is a new spot for me. It's kind of nice. It's funny, like walking to this spot. I didn't know where I was going. I was just like following this trail. Walking to this very spot, you can still hear cars because the highway's not too far from here. I heard like a leaf blower and all that jazz. But the moment I got right here, it's all gone. So it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice indeed. I see these 2 rocks. I'm going to try and take a photo. I don't know how I feel about them yet. They're these 2 big ass rocks. But we'll see what it looks like. Bug.